Alright guys, here's one with a train furnace and a breached heat exchanger in an upstairs system. Stay tuned for the end of the video to hear the real story behind the home warranty. Alright guys, we're here on a Train XR80 furnace. Evidently another company came out and told her everything was fine. But we're having some flame rollout issues when the blower comes on. So let's get it running. So I'm probably going to turn my light off so we can get a good visual of this and see what's going on when the blower cycles, and see what kind of issue we have with this heat exchanger, because if the flame's rolling out when the blower comes on, there is something fishy. Oh, let me turn the gas back on. Alright, let's wait for it to light again and see what happens. So I did already cycle this one time just to kind of get an idea of what's happening. And it looks like that middle cell in the heat exchanger is going to be our problem. I'm just going to cycle the power, get a fresh call. I've got it jumped out back here, and I've got the door on and locked in place so that when the blower comes on, we're not getting any disturbance from the side draft. So we got igniter. And we have ignition. Let's see what happens to that flame when the blower cycles on. What kind of angle you've got there. They told her she didn't. So let's dig deeper into it. So as you guys can see, I've gotten a few of the screws out, but the first indicator that whoever this other company was didn't pull this to try to inspect the heat exchanger is the fact that there's one screw still back here behind a piece of this plenum that overlaps the end of this coil, which that's not the way you're supposed to mount one of these. You're supposed to flange it and then mount it back here on your lips off the back of the coil. There's a screw back here that hasn't been removed, and there's one right up under here, under this tape, right in there, that hasn't been removed. So that lets me know whoever was out here didn't pull this door off and get back in here to try to access this heat exchanger. Maybe they pulled the blower out, but based on all the zip ties and everything looking original in there, I don't think they did that either. But even then, you're not going to be able to see the whole heat exchanger. So I'm guessing they didn't do a thorough inspection. They just said everything was fine and left. So let me get this door off. So getting this thing off is proving to be a challenge because it's rusted to the coil. So definitely know now they didn't do anything to try to access this heat exchanger. Well, I don't know how good you can see that, but there are some holes right in there. rust holes in that heat exchanger. Another one in the back there. But that's about the best access that I can get in there. So I'm going to try to put my fingers on those little places and see what they feel like. But that's the cell that when it comes on and the blower starts pushing air through that thing, once those holes expand a little bit, I'll start getting my flame roll out in that cell, the one in the middle. So that's it. But let me dig a little deeper and see what I can come up with. Alright guys, we're going to fire this thing back up. I have pulled the blower. I've gone through this whole heat exchanger. You know it's hard to these heat exchangers to see every square inch of it. But I've taken it apart. All the screws back here, the little screws, they're all in place. They're all tight. Usually you see some backdraft out of one of those screws if it's missing. So we're going to see what happens when the blower comes on this time. Somewhere in that heat exchanger. This thing's 19 years old, and it's not worth another one. Not as badly as that evaporator coil is rusted at the age of this system. So it's going to be what it is. She needs a new heat exchanger. Alright guys, so you saw that video, you saw what was going on. Yeah, I'm 2.5 weeks, quit smoking, try to keep it up. Now I'm hooked on this candy shit. But anyway, so what happened with this is we do the maintenance for this lady at her house. Been doing it for about 4.5 years now. And she has a home warranty company. I won't say which one. I will say it's not AHS. It's a different one. But anyway, we came out and that flame rollout you saw was happening, going on. Went through it pretty similar to the way I just went through it, and told her we need somewhere there's a breach, there's blower air getting through into the internal to the cells in that heat exchanger, needs a new heat exchanger. She called in her warranty company. Now that heat exchanger is still under warranty. The unit's 18 years old, has a 20-year warranty on a heat exchanger. They sent out the home warranty hack heating and air, hackhvac.com, or you know, We Suck Heating and Air, whoever the home warranty company used, and they told her nothing was wrong with it, even though it was under warranty. The warranty company's basing their decision off of them. When I pulled the blower out, the bolts were out. The two 3/8 nuts or screws that hold the blower housing in were laying in the drain pan, so they didn't even bolt her blower housing back in when they slid it back in. So they did go in there and look, I guess. They peeked a little bit. I pulled the coil door off, took the A-frame out of the coil, slid that out so I could get a scope in there. There's some rust spots on it. Still didn't physically see a crack, but somewhere there's a breach. All the little screws around each one of the cells there at the burners, they're tight. None of them are missing. Sometimes you get flame roll out when one of those screws is gone. Tighten all that stuff down. Everything in there was tight. And somewhere, I don't know if it's in a rivet, one of those little circular rivet places has come apart. Couldn't get to it to actually get my hands on one or to see one. Maybe somewhere in the clamshell there's a seam that's breached or something, somewhere. But when that blower comes on, that flame goes crazy, and that shouldn't be happening. The only way that's going to get fixed is replace the heat exchanger. So she's going to take the video I gave her and get with her home warranty company. Maybe they can send a better company out to do it. But here's what happens. Those hack home warranty HVAC guys, Joe Blow, Jack Leg Heating and Air, they come out, they look at that, and they don't want to mess with it. They don't want to deal with the trouble of opening that thing up, getting the heat exchanger in and out. It's just not all that easy to do. And they just called a warranty company back and say, I checked everything, everything's fine. Home warranty denies the claim, or just says, okay, it's even though it's under a part warranty, because the other company, Jack Leg, Joe Heating and Air, doesn't want to purchase the part and then deal with the warranty claim. But you can do that, get your money back. They don't want to deal with it. Warranty company doesn't know how to do that, more than likely, even though they're a warranty company. They know jack shit about heating and air. So they just keep giving her the runaround. So I told her what it would be to replace that under warranty for us. The unit's 18 years old. Nothing else in it is under warranty. The evaporator coil's rusted to crap, but she's got a home warranty. They're not fixing anything as far as, they're not going to replace anything as far as system goes until there's not a part available for it anymore. And they're always going to save their dime. Hey, our tech said there wasn't anything wrong with it, when there actually is. So all you homeowners out there, be careful. You've got the home warranty company. They don't care about you. They care about their profit loss, revenue, technicians. Got to stay under a minimum amount on their invoicing, so it don't cost them any money. So you want to run that heating in there, you want to have a home warranty, well, sometimes you're going to have heating in there, sometimes you're not. Sometimes they're going to fix it, sometimes they're not. But if you're waiting on them to replace the system, you're going to be waiting a long time. So whatever money you pay for that, you need to just be putting that in an account somewhere and just pay for your own stuff. Just pay for your own stuff, because you're not getting anywhere with a home warranty. Anyway, that's how that turned out. Like, smash that subscribe button. Subscribers. I appreciate all of you that have, and the ones that do in the future. Like, comment. You guys have a good day.